Hi, it's Diane from I&I Studios. I'm standing in front of my most recent painting that I've completed. It's 4 pillars. These two are going to be in a show in San Francisco, and I've entered these two in a different show in Sacramento. I also have a piece in another show which is quite different than these. It's a very expressionistic piece that was done in oil paint and tar. None of the fine detail that you see in these paintings. And it became a little confusing to me. How can I paint in such different styles? The expressionistic being an older style and this being a more recent style. And I've thought a lot about it, and I realized that we're different people every day of our lives. And as we approach paintings, we have to embrace the person we are now, the person I am today. I think that as I mature, I get a lot more thoughtful, a lot more interested in the subtle, quiet moments in life that bring me joy. And it reflects in the art that I'm doing. So anyway, the interesting thing about these is they are done on an I won't say unprimed wood. I prepared the work with only polymer medium, clear polymer medium, a couple of coats, because it had beautiful wood grain. And I used the wood grain as the beginning of the painting. And the wood grain became like water. I'm trying to show you where the wood grain shows through and how subtle and beautiful it really is in creating this very delicate composition. You can actually see the wood even through the blue areas. They're thin veils of paint, and they show the wood throughout the whole paintings. So I'm trying to honor the wood itself in these compositions. This one has a way more complicated wood pattern than the 4 you see on the wall. This is a small 28-inch by 28-inch panel. And I'm just beginning this painting by outlining the grain of the wood. The second piece has a very, very different wood grain. So I'm sure I'll get some very different results from both of these pieces. A lot of my students ask me about, is it okay to have different styles? And to some extent, I'm going to say yes. It isn't great to be all over the place, and it is good to kind of explore what you're interested in series, like I'm doing with these 4, with the 2 I showed you that I have on the table, and I have 2 more panels that are ready to go, and I'm going to continue on with this raw wood, following the wood grain, and seeing what I get. It's just a recent exploration of mine, and my intention right now is, I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to eventually combine this really subtle, soft way of working with the really expressive, bold way of the tar and oil paint. So maybe something like that is coming up in the future. Stay tuned. Just be sure, whatever you do, practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. If we're not in the studio, we're not going to be solving any problems. So go to your studio, practice your art. Practice makes perfect. Okay, I hope to see you real soon. Have a great Thanksgiving. Bye.